everyone, and welcome to tonight's virtual cruise night with Azamara Cruises. I'm Mike Robbe, co-owner of Sea and Sun Travel Agency, and we're so excited to have my business development manager, Sarah, with us tonight as well to share some amazing information about this awesome cruise line. So let's go ahead and get started.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. Hi, everyone. Yes, I am Sarah. I am one of the reps for Azamara Cruises, and I work with amazing travel partners like Mike. So you are in wonderful hands. I have been in the industry myself for 14 years, so I do know a little bit about what we do in this amazing little travel industry. But we are going to tell you a lot about who Azamara is, and I really am excited to excite you on our amazing product. But I'm going to pass it back over to Mike just so you know a little bit more about who he is and what he's going to do for you.
Thank you, Sarah. So again, everyone, my name is Mike Robbe. I'm co-owner of Sea and Sun Travel Agency along with my wife, April. We launched our agency to help travelers take the stress out of planning and discover the kind of experiences that stay with you long after your trip is over. Whether it's a cruise, a bucket list destination, or a cultural deep dive, we're here to help you travel better. I am also a certified travel associate with the Travel Institute, as well as a certified cruise counselor with CLIA, which is the Cruise Line Industry Association. I focus primarily on premium ocean and elevated river cruising, especially sailings that offer a more curated, immersive experience like Azamara. My goal with every client is simple. I help you explore with confidence, ease, and a little extra magic along the way. And I believe that the best cruises don't just take you places, they help you truly connect with them as well.
Amazing. So let's go ahead and dive right into what Azamara really is about.
Push beyond the obvious, and perspective is open to change. Where you see parts unknown in ports less known. Unwind. Stay the night. And just slow down. Wander, but never wonder what a place is really like. The difference is night and day. Azamara, change the way you see.
And that really has been our tagline for the longest time, is changing the way you see a destination, because the #1 reason why we take a cruise in the first place is for the destination. Now, we are a global brand. We go all over the world and we visit all the beautiful regions. But what we are known for and the pioneers of still to this day is the immersive itineraries and cultures. We literally go all around the world. We don't repeat itineraries. We give you the most time departing after 8 p.m. and I'm talking 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at night, and already over 850 ports. We are giving you the most overnights, and not just one overnight, but double overnight stays. We want to get you 2 nights in Bordeaux, 2 nights in Seville, or in Africa, or over in Spain. That's what we do. And on top of everything else, we have our country intensives, where we focus on one region at a time, or one country, I should say, and every single port within that itinerary is solely going to be that country. So we have a Greece intensive where it's all Greece ports, or Japan intensives, or Croatia intensives. We do that in every single region. And on top of all of that good stuff, we do specialty voyages that are one-off voyages like the Monaco Grand Prix, or we have our wine and cultural events, and then a world cruise every year as well. One of our 4 beautiful ships does a world cruise that ranges anywhere from 155 nights to 188 nights. And yes, we're ocean liners. We're 700 people on board. We're very small, beautiful boutique ships, and we also go down rivers docking at the city center. So we really do get you to where you want to be, which brings me to the value of time and location with Azamara. You don't want to be rushing back to the ship at 5 in the afternoon. You don't want to have to just have a few hours in port, and we know that. So we want our guests to truly have the most time to see it all, do it all, buy it all, and experience it all. That's why we are in port the absolute longest. That's why we dock at city centers, which cuts out the bus rides or the taxi rides to get you to where you want to be, because we dock there. These photos here on this picture, they're not AI, they're not photocropped. These are actual real life photos. The top photo in Marseille, I was there last November and I have an identical photo that I took that is very similar to that. That is where we dock. This is where you want to be when you go sailing. Now, I do want to give you a little overview here because there's a lot of brands to choose from out there, and we really love how our guests like to choose Azamara over and over again because we love our sister brands, but we do spend the most time in these ports, and these numbers are ran from the cruise industry every single year. We have 37% of our time is docking or leaving after 8 p.m. And then the combination of late nights and overnights, we take the reins at 50%. So again, this just shows you that we truly do spend the most time in port, and we are very proud to say so. Now for our inclusions, what's included with Azamara? Well, we are an entry-level luxury brand, which is very nice for a lot of people, whether they cruise the big boy massive ships out there or whether they are already luxury cruisers themselves. We are that nice sweet spot for a lot of cruisers out there. So we are very niche in what we do. Now, we offer a ton of amenities and inclusions on our ships. Now, as I mentioned, we're small ships, we're 700 people only, but we offer a variety of dining venues, which is massive. We have 5 different restaurants to choose from on board, plus we have room service. The drinks are included all day, every day, not just during dinner, not just during cocktail hour, all day long. And that's your wines, your coffees, your cocktails, your juices, your teas, all day long. Tips and gratuities, that's also included. There's no shocking bill at the end of your cruise. We offer 2 cultural events, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. And then because we're so small, you're never waiting in lines, you're never hassling, there's no crowds, and we're just giving you the extended time in these amazing destinations that we sail to all over the world. While on board as well, we have a full-size spa and fitness center. We have our events and our entertainment all night long, and not just our own entertainment, but we have the locals come on board these ships as well. We have Australian vocalists, we have comedians coming from South Africa. So we really do want to bring the immersive culture on board our ships too. And then of course we have our beautiful pool and our pool bar area on our open deck. Now, for the dining options, I'm not going to go through all the places that you can eat, but these are all the fabulous restaurants that we have on board. Plus, you have your room service if you just wanted to put on your slippers and the robe that we give you and go on your balcony and enjoy dinner or your breakfast and watch the beautiful sunrise or sunset. We do offer a lot for our guests. The menus are rotating as well. You're not going to have the same food every night. So we really wanted to go that extra mile when it comes to our dining options. And then for one of the 2 cultural events that we have, this is included when you sail with Azamara. The first is going to be a white night party, so make sure you bring your white clothes. And when you get on board, that's when you're going to find out when the white night actually is taking place. You won't find out until you're on board. There's so much food during this white night event, so don't eat this day because I kid you not, you're going to see this smorgasbord full of food and just be amazed. And then there's an entire dessert station as well. There's music. The captain comes out, the senior officers come out, and they're not just standing there, they're participating, they're making speeches, they're serving food. The crew, which is 400 crew member, they all come out holding their country flag and they walk around the catwalk of our ship, and it's just this beautiful celebration for a few hours on the open deck one night of the cruise. Now, the next video I'm going to show you is another cultural event that we offer. And again, it's included. This here is called an Azamazing Evening, where we take all 700 guests off our ship in a seamless operation. And if you're sailing through, let's say Spain, we take you to go watch a flamenco show. If you're over in Europe, you're gonna go see the symphony or the opera. So there's a lot of immersive events happening all around the world that is exclusive to Azamara and our guests. So let's have a look at what an Azamazing Evening really is. Pretty cool. I love our As Amazing Evening, and it really does separate us from a lot of the other brands out there. Now, our ships, to give you an inside look into what our ships look like as far as the staterooms go, we have beautiful, beautiful ships. All of them look the exact same. So when you are sailing on us or choosing your itinerary with Mike, the good thing to know is that you're not booking based off of the ship, because our ships are the exact same inside. You're really going to book your trip off of the amazing itineraries that we offer. So all of our ships hold roughly around 700 people, 400 crew. Now, to show you the inside of them, they are beautiful. This here is our spa suite. It's not the tippy top, because the tippy top suite is the owner suite. But this here, I will say, is our most popular, because if you look outside this bathroom window, or door, I should say, you're going to see a jacuzzi. Both of our spa suites have jacuzzis attached to them, which is amazing, and probably why it's the most popular suite we have on board. But then we also have the entry suite, which is our continent suite. So we have 4 different category suites. And then we also, of course, will have our verandas, which is the attached balconies, and then the ocean views. We have interiors, and then the suites, of course. Now, I will say the owner suite is a massive space. It's 600 square feet to yourself for living space, and then an additional 200 square feet of a wraparound balcony. So you're getting 800 square feet to yourself with our owner suite. So you really can have it all with us. The suites come with butlers, additional onboard credit, afternoon tea, spa treatment. So the amenities that come with the suites are indeed there. Mike, I do know that you might want to have something to share while I'm talking about the staterooms.
Just that for the 10 itineraries that we have exclusive pricing with Azamara, they are veranda, ocean view, and inside rooms. However, we can always add any suite that is available on each of those cruises into the group, so the group amenities apply as well. Just have to reach out, and we do it as an FIT booking and add it to the group.
Awesome, yay. All right, moving on to, I'm so excited to talk about this. So here in the cruise industry, we have many different events. We have Sea Trade and CLIA and Cruise World, and Sea Trade being one of the biggest ones that the whole industry does together is what's new with the cruise lines, who's coming out with what. And what we just launched, and Mike hasn't even heard of this, so this is gonna be something new for Mike as well, but we just launched our Destination Immersion Elevated program. What does that mean? Well, everything that I just talked about has now been elevated, and this is brand spanking new. It is rolled across all of our ships currently. So we elevated our destination expansion, our local cuisine, our cultural onboard engagements, and then also our excursions. So what does that look like? Well, I'm not going to read all of this because this is a screen that's very text heavy, but I'll break it down for you. For our excursions, we have added in night tours. We are there already at 10 o'clock at night or doing overnight. So we are now owning the night, and that is our Own the Night program. We have night tours and small curators collection, which is small groups led by the locals, taking you out into the evenings. We are now bringing more cultural experiences on board our ships, like Stories Under the Stars, where we're serving you spiked hot cocoa. We are having s'more inspired desserts, and we bring on mythological and historian speakers, and they're telling stories of the regions that you're sailing within right under the stars. We have brought in over 200 new entertainment acts as well. And then for the cuisine part of it, we brought in chefs from the local areas, from Italy and Spain and France and so many other regions. We brought local chefs on board our ships. They taught our onboard team new dishes. So we now have 150 new dishes worldwide that are on rotation on our ships. And we're so excited about that. We also brought in 21 new beers because you, of course, want to drink the local flavors. So 21 new beers. We have some from Japan and from Ireland. So I'll definitely be drinking some of those. And then we also expanded our destinations. We added in 34 new As Amazing Evening experiences. We have 25 new ports added into our itineraries. So we just took everything that we were already doing so amazing at, and we elevated it and took it to the next level. So I'm so excited to finally be talking about this, and let's just have a look at what you're going to be experiencing. I'm so excited just watching that. A greater journey and a deeper story. So cool. So now we are just about wrapping everything up on my side before I pass it over to Mike. But let's talk about our current offer right now. As Azamara, we are currently offering a flash sale, and this does end on the 30th of this month, but you can get up to $3,000 off the fare and then up to $8,000 of onboard credit. So this is an incredible flash sale that we are offering right now. We will have another sale, of course, after this flash one ends. I do not know what that sale would be, but this is the current one. So definitely take advantage of what we're currently offering. So now I'm going to pass it over to Mike, and he'll dive into everything that he has with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah. And there is just so much to experience. As I've gotten older, I've wanted to spend more time in destinations. That's why I really love river cruising, because you're truly in the heart of the city. And Azamara, with their smaller cruise ships, is able to do that. And so just so excited to share this cruise line with everybody, because I think, like you mentioned too, it's a great midpoint between the super elevated cruise lines and your bigger cruise ships like Royal and so forth, where you can really immerse yourself in those destinations, stay longer in ports. Maybe you might get a few less ports on the itinerary, but you're spending so much time in them that you can even go grab lunch, dinner, and so forth, and really truly experience a new destination. And maybe you'll want to go back and actually spend a whole week there.
Yeah.
So go to the next slide, please. So we've got Azamara is, as we've already stated and you've heard from Sarah, but it's a cruise line that we love personally working with because they offer something rare, which are those longer port stays, the overnights, and itineraries that focus on a connection, not just a convenience. These are not your typical cruises. They are for travelers who want more time to explore and fewer crowds on board. And one of the things we love is just being able to, again, that word connection, immersion, that is what you're going to find with Azamara, where you can really connect with the local cultures and the people. And now we're going to share some of we've got 10 cruises that I'm excited to share with you that we have exclusive pricing through Azamara. And some of these, I mean, start as low as right around $2,000 a person for all the inclusions that you heard about earlier. So first, we've got Spring into the World. These are the cruises March through June of 2026. These are spring voyages that offer some incredible experiences, from the Panama Canal to exploring Japanese cultural treasures during the cherry blossom season. We also have 2 Mediterranean itineraries in June that include standout ports like Portofino, Florence, and Monte Carlo. And most likely, April and I are going to be on the 8-night Grand Prix Med cruise. We're looking to do that one in June of next year. That goes from Nice, France to Barcelona, with some amazing port stays along the way. And each of these voyages has been thoughtfully curated to maximize exploration and ease for our clients. Next one for the Alaska. So we have 2 awesome Alaska sailings, an 11-night and 10-night sailing. And Alaska is one of those places that really stirs the soul. And Seeing It by Sea offers a front row seat to nature. These 2 itineraries take you through the Inside Passage, some glacier territory, and even some remote Alaskan towns. And for those who want to even explore more, because you can't get enough, We've also added for our August 3rd through 13th sailing a post-cruise rail journey with our other partner, Rocky Mountaineer, for August 14th through the 16th. That goes from Vancouver, which is where the cruise is a round trip from. So you get off the cruise on the 13th. We'll put you overnight in a hotel. The next day you start your journey with Rocky Mountaineer, going from Vancouver to Banff. And of course, we can make your arrangements after Banff as well to go to Calgary for flights home, or maybe you want to stay in the the Canadian Rockies a little bit longer. So our fall in the Mediterranean and Caribbean, if you prefer to travel in the fall, these are two perfect voyages for you. We have a beautiful Greek Isle sailing round trip from Athens and a colorful Caribbean sailing in November that visits lesser traveled islands like Antigua and Grenada. Both of these are ideal for clients that are seeking a mix of culture and relaxation before the holiday season, and also fewer crowds, especially in Greece. We all know Greece is super popular, and it's even to the point where there are super long lines in Santorini for the tram that takes you up from where the tenders take everybody into. And so if you're really looking to see an amazing Greek Isles, the fall is a perfect time to go when things are a little slower and less crowded. And finally, we've got two awesome cruises to ring in the new year, 2026, 2027. We've got a 10-night Mediterranean and Morocco cruise, as well as an 8-night Caribbean cruise. And these are awesome because you'll be able to ring in the new year actually during the cruise itself. And you can choose, like I said, the Mediterranean itinerary that stops in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, or ring in the new year island hopping in the Southern Caribbean. Either way, it's a celebration you'll never forget.
Can I just chime in on something? Because I'm looking at this, and 99% of the time, if not 100% of the time, the New Year's party is a white night event for us, where we are partying until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So to have a white night on New Year's Eve is pretty incredible.
Yeah, and it's again, we might be looking at one of these as well. The Southern Caribbean is one of our favorite itineraries because we love St. Lucia, Barbados, Aruba. And so again, for cruises, if you're looking to want to travel with us, we'll be on some of these cruises as well. We obviously can't do all 10. We would love to, but we can't. But we'll definitely be on there. And now we'll go on to why the Sea and Sun difference. So at Sea and Sun Travel, we go beyond just booking cruises. We design complete travel experiences for our travelers. That includes itinerary planning, personalized advice, 24/7 support while traveling, and exclusive perks you won't get booking directly with our travel partners. Our job is to take the stress out of travel and create special moments that you'll remember forever. And that's from start to finish. We, of course, can do so many other things. We advocate on your behalf. And the best part is we will sit down with our clients on a discovery call, and then we'll go to work drawing up an amazing experience for them. And we handle all of the booking process. And we have a guidebook with Azamara that talks about what you can expect to experience, destination guides, and so forth. We can help our clients with so much more. And that is truly what sets us apart from some of the online booking agencies that are out there. And finally, we've got a special event offer for this webinar. So if you book, it's 2 weeks. So if you book a Azamara cruise by May 6, 2025, we'll waive our $99 cruise planning fee. And as an additional bonus, if you book by the end of May, we'll give you up to an extra $100 in onboard credit or shipboard credit, plus any additional standard supplier credits that Azamara is offering on some of their select cruises. And of course, maximize the value of your vacation. You can scan this QR code, and that'll take you to set up a discovery call or a travel inquiry form for you. And you just fill that out, and I will reach out to you, and we can start making your dream cruise an actual reality.
Wow, that is so amazing. Oh my gosh, this gave me goosebumps. I love doing these sort of events and really just educating people on not just the product, but what really is out there. So this was incredible, Mike. I really appreciate you allowing me to spend the time to do this with you. And if you ever need anything from me, you obviously know how to reach me.
Absolutely. And do have a couple of questions from some of our clients and travelers regarding Azamara, if you've got a few minutes to answer a few of those.
Absolutely, go for it.
So for someone who's new to Azamara, what would be an itinerary that you would recommend? And maybe not a specific itinerary, but maybe a location or a destination.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, okay, so me being in the travel industry for, gosh, 14 years, I would say I have been in France literally 3 different times. There's so much to see in France. Like there's a southern part, there's like the wine areas. So I would say southern France is a really good place to start, especially for international travel, because that's where you kind of get your feet wet. And it's also Paris that you can go see. And so yes, France would be my recommendation.
Awesome. And then I have another question here around beverage packages, because we know that's a hot topic in cruising. Can you share a bit more about, because I know Azamara has a few different package levels, but most people stick with the standard package just because it already includes so much. But can you expand on that?
Yeah, of course. So yes, our complimentary drinks, I mean, there's a list, a laundry list of all these different cocktails and beers and wines and spirits. So do we have an upgraded ultimate package? Yeah, we do, but we don't sell a lot, honestly, because so much is already provided in our complimentary list. But let's say one evening you did want a drink that isn't a part of our inclusive list to choose from, then you can obviously just pay for that one night for that drink. But yeah, I mean, we don't get a lot of people who upgrade because so much is included.
Awesome. And then we have another question that came through about what are the benefits of booking with us, Sea and Sun, instead of directly with the cruise line? And first, that's a great question because a lot of people ask that, like, what's the difference? But again, like I'll mention, is we handle all the logistics for our travelers, pre-cruise planning, excursions, flights, travel insurance, special requests, maybe a birthday, milestone birthday celebration, anniversary. Maybe someone wants to get engaged on board. We can definitely help with all of those types of requests, as well as we have exclusive perks like shipboard credits. We even have, as noted on some of the itineraries, and I forgot to mention this, but on the 11-night Caribbean quest, as well as the 7-night Spain and France voyage, those are distinct voyages. And what those are special through our consortium that we're a member of that provide an onboard host, a private welcome reception, as well as for the Caribbean quest, it's an exclusive shore event that is just for distinctive voyage guests, as well as for the Spain and France voyage. The offer there is, of course, the welcome reception, your private host on board for the whole cruise, but also a private car and driver at one of the ports, or you can opt for a $200 per person shipboard credit. So there are some additional amenities we can offer on select sailings. And these are, my clients have absolutely loved when they do distinct voyages. It just adds that little extra exclusivity to their already amazing cruise. Excuse me. But those are really the reasons that someone would want to book with a travel advisor, is because you're looking to take that stress off of your plate, as well as having that 24/7 travel, one phone number, one email that you can contact if there are any issues. We take care of everything behind the scenes while you enjoy your trip.
Yeah, that's honestly such a good point, because you guys do all the hard work. They tell you where they want to go and what dates, and you guys put the whole entire package together for them. Plus, you have direct access to someone at the actual company. You can call me or text me right away, and it'll be a lot quicker than them having to wait online with one of our call center people. So that's another huge perk, is having direct access to me.
Absolutely. And that it's all about relationships, and that is really what we're here for, is to build relationships with our reps like Sarah, who's been absolutely amazing. Got to see her a couple weeks ago at a training in Florida, and had such a great time listening to her presentation. And so really, if to kind of close this out, if you are interested in a different cruise experience that allows you to get into some of the smaller ports and not have so many crazy people and mass, 3, 4, 5,000 people on board a ship, and you really want to explore somewhere, give us a call and reach out, and we can definitely help you get on an amazing Azamara cruise.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Please reach out to Mike if you ever need anything, and Mike will be reaching out to me.
Sounds good. Well, thank you again, Sarah, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Bye now.